This coffee's really good. It's not really Starbucks. I made it myself. I'm saving money, people. I was listening to Anthony Robbins. I try to make my car like a mobile classroom. So I download audiobooks, and I have YouTube Red, so I just download YouTube videos that are inspirational or educational in some way that I want to learn. And I listen to those every time I get in my car, which is really cool because you end up listening to so many books just during your commutes to work and back. But that's not what I wanted to say. It's a good thing. You should try it. But the thing I wanted to say was, because I'm really big into rambling today, this is good coffee, was success is made by the small continuous actions you take daily. Success is basically the tiny, tiny little habits that you do consistently on a daily basis. So like, what are the small, tiny habits that I'm doing during my day? What are the tiny little habits that you're doing financially, in relationships? You know, who's the first person you talk to in the morning? Who's the first person you tell you love them in the morning? Who, you know, what's the first thing you do with a paycheck? I always look at my firsts. What's the first thing I say to myself in the morning? What's the first thing I think in the morning? What is the first thing I put into my body in the morning? What are your firsts in the morning? What are your lasts at night? Really write them down. You know, you have a choice. You know, what are you doing? Tiny little habits each and every day, because in 10 years is gonna happen. And where are those habits gonna take you? So look at it. I'm gonna drink more of this coffee. And I'm gonna go read at Barnes & Noble, because even if you read 10 pages a day, in 10 years, that's something amount of books. I don't know. Sometimes I'm worried that I have a lazy eye. So if you ever see me just like doing this, it's because I'm testing to see if one eye lags a bit. We're good. We're good today. I read a thing from Grant Cardone. I think it was in his audiobook Be Obsessed or Be Average, which is a great book. You should listen to it. But he says, when there's empty space in your calendar, that's when the devil shows up. And boy, is that true. Even when I was living in my apartment in Sacramento, when I would have a day off, I was so excited for my days off. And then when I actually got a day off, I would just waste it. You know, my mind would just say, oh, we got to do something, but my body wouldn't get up and do it. We'd rather just Netflix and lay on the bed. If you're feeling that way, where you don't physically feel like you can move, like you're doing nothing, like you're procrastinating, but you're doing nothing, and you know you need to do something, he says the best thing to do is just to get up and take an action. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, just move. Because when you move your body, then it puts you in a different state of mind, and then you're able to focus on something else, and then it can snowball into productivity. So that's totally true. Like, when your mind is not, if you don't put your mind to something, like a task to focus on, it's gonna run no matter how disciplined you are. I have a sticky note that I posted on Instagram on my dashboard of my car, and it says, I'm doing today what others won't, so tomorrow I can have what others don't. And my dad taught me that when I was really young. If you're doing what nobody else around you is doing, you're gonna have a life that nobody else around you has, whether it's good or bad, depending on what you do. I got my goals set up, and I'm gonna do it, and I need you guys to keep me on track, or I'll just keep buying coffees till the cows come home. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna work out. I don't know how. It's gonna work out. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. See, look, like this eye, it wants to go Northern California, and this one's like, nah, we're staying. I don't know. It bugs me. It's when you think you have one lazy eye, I swear there's times when this eye just gives up and is lazy. Maybe it's just me. I'm going crazy living in my car. What are your guys' morning routines, like, or nighttime routines? Some of you are night owls. All right, that's all I got. Today is a good day. A really good day. I'm pumped. I'm focused. I'm ready to achieve my goals eventually.